So today is another day of learning as we go. In this part of the spiritual journey, I'm kind of just kicking back and just watching from the bleachers, right? So let me go get my book because I promised y'all I would read a certain part of my book and bring that information to y'all. All right, so I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let y'all roll up in the chat while I sit here and kick back. All right. I'm gonna chill about my business. Cool. All right. Let's see. Where was the part that I marked off in the book? All right, here we go. And again, it's your girl, you see era, euphoria. I don't want nobody to say I'm biting off nobody else's vibe or energy today. I'm trying to be my own vibe, but people trying to lock me up in their little circumferences and stuff. So, is that snow outside? Oh Lord, oh Lord, Louisiana must be in town. Gotta be. It's the only time it snow outside, child. To know that the person that I date regulates the weather is crazy, right? A whole goddess, but disrespected by so many people. So, sacred unions. This is why this part of the actual journey is so important. Sacred unions. Hold on one second, though. Hold on. Let me kick something back because. Excuse me. Woo. Woo child. All right. So now I can speak because my throat chakra is unblocked. So we have sacred unions that are with the creator and the creatures. The union of the creator, creatures, and ourselves is the most critical union. For all that we are begins with the great one. In order to be inside the creator creatures, to be fully aware of the presence of the creator creatures within us, and to be guided by the Most High, we must first love ourselves as the creator creatures loves us. When we truly love ourselves, we become one with the divine. It is then that the creator, creatures can enter our house, and all our unions will be blessed. On top of the sun, if the energy is a little off today, it's because of sacred unions, and I'll explain why furthermore. Give me a second. So you have your sacred union with yourself. We all have at least 3 or more active aspects or personalities within ourselves. Each of these personalities develops in divine time to aid our growth and development. To be effective, these various parts of ourselves must come into harmonious union and work together with concert for the greater good. For example, one self protects us, another self inspires us, a third is brilliant, and yet another is sensual. The male and the female parts of us must come together with love. These complementary aspects must unite into one team, one entity, with the strength necessary to ultimately give us all that we need as we journey through life. Meditation and fasting will help learn to honor our own sacred union within. Happy Saturday to everybody tapping in. Appreciate you coming in, guys. With our mate, one once oh excuse me, I said one. Once the two forces of male and female come together in complete harmony, heaven and earth become one. The wellness of the earth is determined by the union of these two opposite forces. When earthquakes, tidal waves, and hurricanes manifest, it is a direct result of lack of harmony between the masculine and feminine energies on the planet. We must be committed to the creator creatures and our planet and begin the process of healing ourselves. We must develop harmony first within ourselves, balancing our own inner masculine and feminine forces. We must strive to become sacred, divine mates to ourselves and others, learning to live in perfect union. Now, isn't that funny? Didn't I say the other day, I said, I feel like when we have earthquakes and stuff, it's because of the fact that people are not having good copacetic relationships, right? And it's funny because y'all saw how sunny it was yesterday, right? Is this the right channel? Not really. But y'all saw how sunny it was yesterday, right? How it was nice outside. Weather was pretty decent, right? Sky was very clear. And then as we started to talk, I spoke up one person in particular, and then it got cloudy. Okay? So when that happened, I didn't think nothing of it. But that person was like, "Oh yeah, so many deals came through for me. So many things happened for me." They basically cut me off in traffic. Like I got to I got to where I was at, and they came and cut me off in traffic, and came did that, and then by the end of the day was calling me, "Where you going? What's going on? Hey, like trying to get in with the, you know." And then, "Oh, look at all this good stuff happening for me. Oh, but you want to move on with somebody else." I'm like, in the sacred union to myself, I don't move on to other people. In sacred union to myself, I always move on to myself. Oh, shout out to y'all, but we don't do OnlyFans content over here. So if you talking all that freaky, nasty, we don't do that. I have a 13-year-old in my house. We not doing none of that. So whoever's talking all that creepy shit, I got a kid in here. Chill out. Really, like, nah, y'all gotta go ahead with that. It's a kid in here. This is kid-friendly content. So, the funny part about all that is that person ended up coming over, but then they kept talking. They kept bringing up my son's dad for some odd reason. Look at the weather outside all of a sudden, y'all. I want y'all to look at the ground real quick. We got active snow. So it's funny to me how I could be with one person and we could manifest good blessings and be close to the sun where it's warm, versus getting behind somebody who intentionally doesn't want me to move forward, and then will even push me so far back that they'll put me with somebody from my past. There was no forecast for snow today. So, with all that being said, without all the disrespect, where is my? I can't find my robe. I just washed my robe and I don't know where it is. Hold on, y'all. I need my robe because I'm looking for it. I can't find it. I need it. I need my robe. All right, I found my robe, y'all. I'm happy now. We should surprise her with the most intellectually engaging conversation for when she gets back, since she wants to be all covered up. That's actually why I'm here. I like intellectual content. I don't like that other stuff. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, we gotta get back to the sun. They try and block the way. They want us to focus on a fight instead of the way back to the sun. That's crazy. Anyway, the union of two becoming one. Oh, sorry. Did I read with our mate? When the okay, the union of two becoming one. Man is not the head of the house, nor is the woman the head of the house. It is the one. It is the one with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in a particular matter that guides or leads the union to shores of ma'at, balance. In this way, we use the wisdom of the union of two becoming one, representing the one Most High Creator, Creatress, in a wise way. Intimate relationships or divine unions are the arms and legs of the womb, the extensions of a woman's inner space. In order for a woman's womb to be at peace, she needs to be at peace in all her intimate relationships, her relationships with all things that she consumes at a physical or energetic level, and that become a part of her. Whether the intimate exchange is breathing air into her body or putting food into her mouth, all of a woman's intimate relationships are rooted in her relationship with herself. So reflect on your unions in your own way and allow each to become your teacher. Empty yourself of resentment and become receptive to the lessons that your intimate relationships bring. Am I back? Ooh, my wrist is cracked. Okay, that's good. Okay. All right. Perhaps the most tragic is the hurt and disappointment caused by a negative or unbalanced masculine energy in our lives, that of a father, brother, uncle, mate, lover, or a friend, someone known and trusted. Violation, physical, energetic, or emotional, from a person you thought you could trust to love and respect you creates deep hurt and resentment that requires committed healing work. Too often we flee to a new relationship in an effort to soothe our wounds before we have begun to recognize them, much less even heal them. This is an unfair burden to carry to your new mate and lover and puts undue stress on a new relationship. Pain must be released or it will solidify into permanent blockages on the spiritual, emotional, and physical levels. It says, no more lovers, if you please. There's a whole lot of women who are hooked on a bad man with a good orgasm. I wish that was the case. Okay? Like, I wish that was the case. I play too much. But I'm talking so seriously though. This is the Sacred Woman book. A sacred woman must have a committed lover within her mate. So the person who is your mate must also be committed to you. You can have a mate who's completely somewhere else. Right. A sacred woman must have a committed lover within her mate, husband or husband-to-be, for the salvation of her soul. She must strive to avoid men who are merely hit-and-run lovers, who will violate her womb spirit and leave her high and dry. She cannot afford to be involved with someone who does not intend to go deeply to make a commitment. She does not need a lover who is oh so sweet for a moment, only to have these moments turn into hours, days, even years of feeling insecure, resentful, angry, depressed, lonely, empty, and abused. An uncommitted relationship can create these feelings in a woman and even in a man. A woman who permits and encourages a man to deal with her predominantly on a sexual basis is setting herself up for emotional and spiritual danger. She can find herself on a collision course with pain. She can become needy, desperate, or hostile. For absolute healthy love to flow and be a healing experience, there must be commitment. For a woman to really open up, she must be absolutely at peace with her soul. For when she trusts her man enough, she will not hold back on her love. A woman's love is like a default. Let me stop right there. For a woman to really open up, let me highlight this. For a woman to really open up, she must be absolutely at peace with her soul. For when she trusts her man enough, she will not hold back on her love. So, confession. I had my old friend over yesterday because I talked to y'all a lot about this soulmate bond that I got involved in during the planetary alignment. So I'm thinking that was some serious shit. Like that was really my end all be all. I thought that maybe with some healing we could potentially, fix some things. Unfortunately, this idiot continues to run back to the times when I got locked up because he sized what happened to the police. Like, he goes out of his way to trigger my confidence and my comfortability to find a way in, to find a place to stick in and attach. And I didn't think it was going to be the same. I'm thinking, okay, maybe tomorrow or maybe today, after all this healing I was doing, I spoke so positively on my live. I felt the energy going up. We were all focused. We were getting to the sun. We were at the sun. We were right there. We're sitting right there, hooked onto the side of the sun, like happily going up, not down, like, opening those arms up and getting to the sun. I'm thinking everything is good. They came and knocked on my door without my permission. I'm thinking, oh no, they said they would come over. I said don't come because my son's not feeling well. Because I started thinking like, hold on, you might fuck up the good energy that I'm starting to feel. Because when I was feeling good this morning and I thought about your name, it got cloudy. So why the hell am I calling on your energy right now? Then I thought to myself, the rental office said that my neighbor said I was harassing them. I couldn't understand why, because I literally don't be bothering nobody. Like, I'd be like, okay, look, just give me my private space. Don't bother me. I don't bother you. Like, I'm comfortable. I'm more comfortable with the lady upstairs than I am with the people next door. Because, child, I don't know what the fuck they got going over there, child. They talk too much. They too loud. Ratchetto. It ain't my vibe. That ain't my vibe. Where I'm going, that's why I started doing my live in the kitchen instead of in the closet, to respect them in their personal space in the morning time. So, all that being said, I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I could deal with my upstairs neighbors better than my side neighbors, So, all that being said, it hurts us more when we have to what? Yeah, I don't want to curse him. I ain't even like, I don't even have that in me. Like, I was like, maybe I should one day, and I was like, oh, but I'm like, that ain't gonna get me nowhere. Like putting a hex on somebody's forehead and blocking their third eye. It's like, just hey, you kind of in my space. I need to separate your third eye from me so that you realize that the pain that you feeling is your pain. It's not my pain. So I'm not inflicting that on you. That's not me. Because if you see me, you look at me, you hop in my head, I'm chilling. My body's at peace. If you hop in my soul, I'm at peace over here. So, but anywho, they ain't moving. They old and they got their apartment looking sweet. They ain't going nowhere. I told the rental company to just move me to another unit. I said, just move me to an upstairs unit. I requested an upstairs unit before I even moved, and I said, I kind of deal with like, emotional. I feel like if I lived in a second floor apartment, I'd feel boxed in. So I specifically told them, I'm like, please move me to an upstairs unit. I can't deal with being on a second floor level unit. And they didn't listen to me. They intentionally still put me here. So really it's the rental company's fault, because it's like, I told y'all before I even got to this place what my concerns were. I sent emails out and everything. Well, you know how when you sign a lease, it's a year deal, so you can't just go to the complex. Anyway, so for a woman to really open up, she must be absolutely at peace with her soul. For when she trusts her man enough, she will not hold back on love. I let the partner back in, and the partner says that they were looking for love, and I'm looking at them like, you're looking for love where? Because I just know for certain you wasn't looking for love from me, but you talking to me saying, I'm entitled, I'm this, I'm that. I've never been entitled to anybody's anything. So it's like, I never feel entitled to anybody's peace. Like, I feel like if you got peace, that's beautiful for you. But if you got chaos, I damn for sure ain't trying to be in that. Like, if you start talking all that weird shit and you talking at people and you try and make people feel some kind of way, like, that shit is weird to me. Like, you doing all that, like, that shit to me is weird. Like, oh yeah, I'm likes that though. Like, that's weird. That stuff, I don't like that. That's like, even the YouTubers, the tarot girls, they be like, so yeah, yeah, like all of that stuff that they be doing, I'm like, that's really fucking weird. I think that's really weird energy to even have to do that. But I understand protecting yourself, but damn, like, you being weird. You weird. You're weird. You're weird for even portraying that kind of energy out towards somebody else. It's weird. But again, as an abundant woman who has access to a lot of resources, and I know men simply come to get in my space because I have access to so many resources. To be told that I'm ungrateful and entitled, it went against the wanting me to open up and completely and trust you with my soul situation here. And it's just strange to me how men will say things like, I want access to your soul, but they will say everything that tells you to not give them access. You know what I'm saying? Like, they saying everything to make sure that you don't give them access. So to me, I can't judge nobody for who they are. But in this new America that we're living in, it goes completely against everything that's in this book. The sacred unions, like knowing that your union is between you and your partner. You shouldn't be sharing all of that other stuff with anybody else. Like, you shouldn't be sharing your insides with everybody. Like, okay, and then at the point where the person tries to walk away from you, why would you stop them? Like, this person, I believe, is trying to make it seem like I'm not trying to let them go, but it's like, no, I'm not going to let you go after you tried to rob me blind. Like, I was cooling, minding my business, ready to go step off and go duck off and go mind my business. You understand? Like, and I have to give full credit. I mean, I saw a video about Kevin Gates, right? And he said to Drika, he said, tell all them how you stole money from me to open a dispensary that didn't last that long. Wah, wah, wah. And how I was supporting you even when you went and ducked off with that nigga. Funny enough, when I first started dating the person that I'm dating now, Shout out to you guys. How do I put this lightly? When I started dating the guy I was dating, I remember I think things were starting to get fishy the first time around, and I didn't understand why. Like the first day I came to go chill at his house, and my son's father, I'm not gonna lie, I saw his spirit come over the house. Like, what's going on over here? Like, the fuck going on? Like, you alright? You good? And you know, he would look like a floating spirit with no legs. He just had like a torso and arms, and it was like a swirl underneath him, like on his waist. And he looked like he was floating. Like he looked like Earth, but he was floating. It looked like sparkles and like it was like the most. It looked like fireworks. I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? And I'm seeing it though. I know I'm looking right at it. And he's like, his hands is like this, and he's just kind of sitting there. And I'm like, so if he looked like this, then what everybody else look like? Hold on now, did I miss out on an update or something? So this is not a OnlyFans channel, y'all. I don't know who is convinced that it is. Like, no, we don't do that over here. My sister don't do OnlyFans. My mother don't do OnlyFans. Nobody in my family is giving out that kind of energy. I don't know nobody that's doing that. So, yeah, y'all gotta chill. But that's why I'm saying this. This person calls themselves trying to date me. But my son's father, like I said, it wasn't a dream. I was awake when it happened. I got into the shower and I came back out of the shower because I'm like, I started feeling the feeling. I'm like, am I okay? Am I good? And he was like, I saw his spirit come over the place, and I was like, oh shit. So he was kind of like trying to, assist in, I guess, all of that. So after all that took place, I could sense that he was kind of like trying to always pitch in and help keep me safe from that dude. He's like, you don't need to be over there, bro. Stop going over there. Stop going over there. But have in mind at the time I was homeless. So I really didn't have much of a choice because I didn't have nowhere to stay. I mean, I was sleeping in my car, yeah. But I'm not connected to anybody at that address. I don't do business with them people. I don't mess around like that. The issue is, if he was taking care of me all that time and I'm accountable for it, and he was telling me to not mess with this dude, the fact that this dude was like, oh no, but your baby father siphoning your energy and taking advantage of you. And I mean, he is in jail, so I would think that, he would have less energy to give and more to take, respectfully. I just felt like I started listening to the guy unrequitedly. Because again, like I said, he always brings up, who was helping you when you were homeless? I was helping you. I was the only one that cared about you. And it's like, yeah, but dang, like, did you actually help and take care of me as a friend, or was you just trying to do something to have some kind of leverage over my head and just say that you helped me out? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand that. So again, that goes back to the whole entire sentence of, for when she truly trusts her man enough, she will not hold back on love. When he was here yesterday, he just kept saying, man, I need love. Why you don't show me love? Why you don't show me love? And it's like, I can't show you love because you don't make me feel like I'm able to do so. I can't show you love because I just can't show you love. And yet, men do like to feel appreciated and respected, but it's like, okay, if you want to feel those things, then why aren't you giving it? Again, it says once you submit to your woman spiritually, the woman will naturally submit to you authentically. I'm not Muslim, my son's father is. Excuse me. Okay, so then it says a woman's love is like a deep vault. When she is confident in her man's love, and if love comes from the heights, she will not merely open up her thighs for sex, she will open up her sacred vault to reveal the treasures of her sacred womanhood. In a committed union, there will be many blissful gateways of ecstasy, joy, and peace. Yes, peace. When a woman truly experiences a loving union with a man, she will have no need to hold back for fear of being hurt. She will bless the union with her full self. For a woman to be at one with her mate, she needs to know that her man is going to be there for her without excuses, without stories, without lies. Woman, you must first see and establish your worth, your value, and your richness, your beauty, your power within yourself, in order for the man to have a passion to commit to you. Body, mind, and spirit, you tell me, oh, but he looks so good. And to this I replied, no more lovers, if you please. For those of you who are not striving to go beyond, for those of you who do not intend to find and become a divine mate, I can only say, sister, beware, for the lover you share your bed with is no different from the food you put in your mouth. With the man presently in your life, or soon to be, strive not to have a hamburger on white bread lover, or a frozen food marriage. Keep your body temple clean and pure, so you will attract a sea moss and sprouts man, a watercress and dandelion mate, a wheatgrass and mustard greens and kale husband who is just like you, strong and pure. Watch your food intake and your thoughts, attitudes, and feelings, for what you embrace externally reflects your inner environment. So when women take responsibility to model the level of union you seek, so women take responsibility to model the level of union you seek, and by all means, while in waiting, stay away from any foods or herbs that stimulate the libido. Be patient and cleanse. Your king will come. He will be compelled to drop rose petals at your feet. Anoint and kiss them, for he feels so complete. He knows that to be in the presence of his divine mate, you, is a gift from the Most High, and that he has been waiting for you all his life. I'm not married, technically. I'm not Muslim. If I was Muslim, my hair would be out. I mean, then again, no, they don't have to wear a hijab. A warning from the womb. A sister called me from Atlanta, Georgia, weeping on the phone. She said, I just finished having my 11th abortion. Whoa. No judgment passed with Jesus Christ. I just finished having my 11th abortion. I was silent for a moment as I caught my breath. Right. Then we began to talk back and forth as she quietly processed her profound pain over the phone. All my pregnancies were from the same man, she went on. Do you think the sister was loving herself, or that she knew how to love and care for her overburdened womb? Do you think for a moment her lover, her boyfriend, was loving her, or even knew how to love himself? The sister needed to reestablish and evaluate the divine value of self, and of the many lives who were created through her womb and who will return back to the divine source of all things. This beloved sister was in bondage to low self-esteem. She needed desperately to take a long fast from intimate relationships and to lift up, love, purify, and heal as she opened herself to an intimate, caring union. No OnlyFans, guys. We're simply reading. With her divine self. Sisters in stress, stand back and witness who has deposited what in your sacred womb. Your life. Chant, no more lovers, if you please. No more lovers. This is a loving but serious warning for those sisters who want to stop the pain and dry the tears of regret. Be celibate and wait for your true king man, for a serious love candidate, so you don't find yourself in an abortion clinic in a strange state, or if you decide to bear an unwanted baby, find yourself alone raising sons and daughters without fathers, and so playing out the hard role of a single parent. Please wake up before it's too late. For you, as a woman of light, can put a stop to this madness immediately. Stand up for your true sacred identity. To attract a divine high relationship and have a life of peace and serenity, you must begin by taking all the time required to deeply love and heal yourself before making or taking on any mate. I say to my sisters who may be addicted to a man or men in general, take all kinds of physical, emotional, and spiritual abuse. Stop deliberately or desperately looking for love outside of yourself. If you're in need of help and detoxification, commit yourself to the many self-healing principles of the sacred woman. Seek and connect to highly charged positive elders as spiritual mentors for at least 365 days or more a year. Learn the lessons of self-love. Then, with grace from the divine creator creatures, you will be in a more centered, loving place, which will make it possible for you to bring a sacred male reflection into your space. You see, I did that. I went celibate for a year and 3 months. Actually, I had slept with someone after 9 months. I waited 9 months. I always used to wait 9 months in between each partner. So I waited my typical 9 months and I met a partner and I was like, okay, we knew each other for like, what, 10, 11 years or something like that. And we went at it. We tried it out. Okay. I think we only did like maybe 2 or 3 times. And it just felt like it wasn't satisfactory. It wasn't giving me what I was used to. But I also remembered that I had went through spiritual awakening since I had last, slept with somebody. So the need or the connection was going to be a little different. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, mentally I wasn't there yet. I had gone there at one point in time before, but mentally I wasn't fully there yet, right? So when I tried to do that with that partner, it just wasn't giving what it's supposed to have gave. I took a year and 3 months off and didn't sleep with anybody. I went back to the same partner and tried it again. It's this smell. I keep smelling that. It smells so good. What is it? It's this. It's these two things. It's Palo Santo on the top of this candles put together. So I waited a year and 3 months and went back to the same partner thinking, okay, maybe I understand my body a little bit better. Maybe I just was really like in my head in that moment. So I wasn't able to really appreciate what was going to, come from that relationship at that point in time. I wasn't mentally there a year and 3 months ago. So let me try this again after waiting a year and 3 months. Y'all, I tried it and it was boo-boo. It was boo-boo. It was like, oh my God. And even with a little bit of alcohol and a little bit of, THC added in or whatever. I don't think I smoked. I think it was just alcohol, but, just adding in those little extra filters. It did not work. It did not work. It's not going to work with a partner unless you're able to open up your spirit. I'm 5'9". Let me even explain to you how deep your spirit connection is to certain things. So I opened up my spirit to this individual, right? Because in order to sleep with the person that I was most recently with, it's like I had to jump out of my body in order for me to enjoy it. Like the first time we tried, it was cool because I didn't know who they were. I didn't know what was going on with them. We hadn't had a whole entire spiritual situation go on. It was all completely like, it just made sense still. So, quiet as kept. It was strange for me. Well, okay, let me say this. Recently, when I tried to sleep with them, right, it wasn't working because I think it's because I'm not attracted to them anymore because I know who they really are. So every time they would try to like get intimate with me, it's like my hoo-ha would like dry up. Have you mind back in the day, my name was Niagara Walls. Like, I'm not trying to put myself out there, but my name was Niagara Walls back in the day. So it just was strange to me that I'm dealing with a partner, but for some odd reason, everything's drying up. So, no, not bad timing. Because even last night, I was like, dang, what would be cool? I don't know why, but I actually want to do something right now. It's like he was reading my mind. I'm like, I think I want to actually do something right now. He should come over, but he ain't never tried this. He should try this. Thinking like, and then as soon as I said that, he called, yo, I got somebody send some money to your Cash App. I'm about to come to your house. We about to go get a drink, and I'm about to come over. Okay, sure. Let's see. Let's see. If you can't get the job done today, then I just know that it's just not you. I am older than him, but I'm still young as fuck. I'm only 32. So money is a lubricant. I think that is a big thing because money is currency, your bank account, your money flow. A lot of name, and I got that from Tony. What's her name? Tony. What is her last name? What is her last name? Tony. What's your last name, girl? Not Braxton. Tony Jones. What is her last name? Oh my gosh, she's some of the best affirmations. I can't think her name right now, but she has a song called Currency, right? Hold on, y'all. Who was being sinful? I mean, again, this person is the only person I slept with all year long. This year and last year. So there's no sin in me. Now, I can't say the same for that person, per se, but it's just somebody drove past my house and I felt... It feels like it's a brain in front of my brain that's not mine. It feels like it's like 4 brains. Like it's like a brain right here, and there's one right in front of me. And the one in front of me it has a headache. It's spiritual. They want me to play the back, but I'm like, I don't even want to play the game. Anyway, so long story short, I'm sitting here like, because having my son's father is spiritually responsible for my son, and sometimes he feels he's responsible for me. But I'm dealing with somebody who I'm expecting to man up, but then one second it's the boy's not mine, leave me alone. Next second is I'm trying to be your forever man. I'm the one. You choose me. I'm gonna call you. So it's like, I just feel like, based on what I'm understanding, based on what this book is saying, a period of celibacy, time to return to self. It's time for me to just go ahead and give the D a break. Excuse me. It's time to get the D break. My eye twitching and shit, like, you gotta know if your eye twitching and the body twitching, like something off. So it's just time. It's time to, even the elders say, leave it alone. I'm not in love. I'm in lust, I think. You ain't got it good enough. No, it was pretty good, but it still ain't like, and it's not my fault that it's like that, because it's like, I'm not stuck in an infinite loop. I can hop out of it anytime I want to. No, we said a woman's love only opens up when she feels safe. I said definitely. A woman needs to only open, for a woman to really open up, she must be absolutely at peace with her soul. For when she trusts her man enough, she will not hold back on her love. And I'm saying this person is expecting me to kind of come forward with love, but it's like, there's a reason why my love isn't opening up. There's a reason why my cootie cat was dry. There's a reason why even the last partner that I took a break from it, even went through a whole year and 3 months of celibacy and even came back with a different mind state, that when I got back, it just didn't make sense. So, he tried to lay something down last night, and I was just still looking like, and look, here it says, watch out for your kids. It's spirits trying to cause madness in your kids. See, I'm feeling this, yeah, this is my son's energy. Somebody trying to block my son's third eye. I'm like, hold on. I got out the infinite loop because I know I'm not crazy. They got my son attached to that bullshit. I'm like, hold on, let me see something. But this person is a master manipulator, so he'll make me think that it's me that's getting attacked when really it's actually my son that's getting attacked. The head, which is Mercury, Mercury, which is Gemini. Also, the Empress card came out. So whatever this is, Empresses are mothers and also nurturers. So yeah. But then there's someone who did some backstabbing, and it has something to do with somebody who's in jail. And that's why I said I feel like it started snowing like that. Anytime it snows like that, that means my son's dad energy is very, very, very present. So I knew what was going on, but I'm like, something going on. So now I got to pay attention to my son, because I was convinced that it was me that was stuck in something. But they had me in this thing where it's like that geometric shape that you see on your screensaver that goes like that. It goes like this, and then it goes up, then it goes around, and it looks like it's tubes wrapping around each other. He's not even man enough to wipe his own ass. From the front to the back. Seeing there's people outside my house throwing me off. Like, they be coming over here to like boot up. Like, he has it programmed in people's minds to come over to my house and like recharge on energy. Like, people keep pulling up next to my son's window and just sitting there, and then I feel like somebody spiritually fucking and shit. Like, bro, you see this shit? They keep pulling up, and it just be sitting like right there in that little spot right there. And it's like, bro, what the fuck you got going on in this bitch? Like, nah, it's never given that. No, it's different energies. It's like, you need to get out. So Hierophant energy, and then the Knight of Pentacles, right? Earth sign. So it's like, I don't appreciate my fears. I appreciate my privacy. I appreciate not feeling like my coochie's busted wide open for the whole entire neighborhood next door to just, whenever they feel like they driving into the neighborhood, it feel like they driving directly into my vagina. Like, how did he set it up where, like, when people drive in, it feels like immediately they driving into my cooch? Like, he watching spiritually above, because I know he's awake. Like, let me see. Yeah, he's watching right now. He's awake and he's watching. Because I have a gift where I can see what somebody else is doing. Like, my son is kind of asleep, but he's in light sleep. But he's sitting over top of me. He's watching. And then somebody just drove in the neighborhood, and I just felt them like squat inside of my chest. Like, their energy moving and just hit me in my chest. Like, I'm very energetically sensitive. You feel it? So I'm saying, like, his spirit, he's here. And something that's kind of curving in on his eyebrow. So it's basically like he got me living inside of his head, but his head is here. but his body's somewhere else. Which is why in my dream it was weird that he was only legs, but then I turned around and the other half of his body was behind me. He's like, I'm already home. I'm just trying to hurry up and get you home. So then we have the transformation card. Someone's coming out of snake energy and transforming and getting their wings. And it's going to be a favorable worldly outcome for you. That's what I'm like. It went from snowing to look, y'all, it's getting sunny outside. It was just snowing. The energy work we doing is bringing the sun. That's what I'm like. People really be like trying to run off. Like, bro's in eternal summertime. He must have passed away during summertime. Every time I'm in my baby father energy, it's about to snow. Like every time I go to my son's father energy, it's about to snow. I'm like, I can't do that. It's too cold over there. Too cold in the jail cell. Sorry, baby. And here we have the nighttime energy. So someone does spell work to you while you're asleep. So I'm wondering, was it him? I think it was him because he kept saying, "Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep." You trying to compete with me? I'm like, I'm not trying to compete with you. I'm not going. I don't feel comfortable going to sleep with you on the phone with a bunch of different podcasters. Like, that's a decent indicator of love. What's a decent indicator of love? And then we have the all eyes are on you, watching you right now. What shifted? No, don't block me from the sun. I need the sun. I'm a living being. I love the sun. I can't be no damn snow and cold. I can't do that. I can't do that. But if you're going to be over here, then I want to have two girls pregnant at the same time. I want to have my head in this one and you on my dick. Like, I want you on my dick, but I want her to cover my head. I need a girl who I can stay inside the house with, was going to stay inside the house. But I need another girl that when I go outside, I look good with. You making a lot of commands for someone who ain't paying no bills. You making a lot of demands for someone who ain't paying the bills. Again, like I said, for a woman to really open up, she must be absolutely at peace with her soul. For when she trusts her man enough, she will not hold back on her love. If he had money, would that change anything? Yes, because I could respect that. I can't. Okay, let me tell you why money matters, right? I'm very much a free thinker because I'm very much in the process of starting my free national application, meaning I don't have to have insurance or nothing or registration for my vehicle. And if the police pull me over, they have no right because as a trustee, as a operator of a trustee or a trust or being the operator of a trust and operating as a individual entity, sovereign to the American congregation and being a sovereign being, being a free national, you know, you don't have to pay for shit, right? So once I get to that aspect of life, right, that's cool. Money doesn't matter as much. But in the term that we're in the time being, money matters because if my car break down and I gotta call my mom or my daddy. Excuse me. They looking at me crazy because I'm fucking you. If I get short on a bill, maybe even short on the rent by like what, $100. Something pop up, some emergency happens where I gotta get the car, something on the car fixed, and I'm $100 short on the rent. If I gotta call my mommy or my daddy or my grandma or my sister to help me, but I'm fucking you, that's why it don't make sense. That's why it's like I don't respect that particular masculine's authority over me. See, the other dude where we just wasn't connecting too well and it was kind of like a slow rise. I respected him more because he did give me the opportunity to work alongside him, a place to put my salon stuff. He helped me move my salon stuff. He was even giving my son haircuts and said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about paying me, things of that sort. He came to my son's birthdays. He's been around my family for a long time. He knows a lot of parts of my family. He knows my family in and out. Again, he came to multiple of my son's birthdays. So it's like, I respected him enough to give him a second try. After we stopped dating and stopped messing around, after that 9-month period when we started, and then took a year and 3 months off, I gave him a second try and went back after a year and 3 months because he had done those things. He was showing to be a man. He was working. He was active. He was, even though he was also working on his music stuff, he was still being a man. It might not have been the man that I wanted to submit to, but he was still being a man. Well, he has a wife already. Okay, maybe he does have a wife in Africa. You know how them Africans be doing that bullshit. But still, he was trying his best. He was buying me breakfast, buying my son. And he wasn't just buying me breakfast. He said, does your son need anything? Oh, shit. You asking if my son need food too? I'm trying to make sure that the cootie cat get wet for you. Right? Because again, let's go back to the same statement. For a woman to really open up, she must be absolutely at peace with her soul. For when she trusts her man enough, she will not hold back on her love. So when people would see him after he was done dating me, or when we was dating, oh, what got into you? You glowing today. Because me being happy made him happy because he made me happy. He put himself out there, whether I didn't get my big O or not back then, because I didn't fully know my body back then anyway either. But whether or not he was able to get me there or not, he still was trying to show up, buy food, provide a place to work, come with a plan. But then he's like, but you being lazy. You talking about something you don't want to partner up. Like, what you talking about? Well, I'm only making you pay $100 in booth rent. I'm like, but I just got into a car accident. So that's how we fell out. Oh, it brought some peace then. My son was fed. I was fed. So I was willing to sit there and support him while he was cutting hair all day. While I sat in the house and did hair for my home. Because we both was getting money at the same time. So we both was glowing, growing. Things were happening. But because the spiritual connection wasn't there fully, because I wasn't fully myself or grown yet, it never connected. That's what real men do. You have to match energy. He makes himself happy and you make yourself happy, then come together. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was already happy doing my own thing, running my hair business. So when we went out together, I bought tickets for us to go somewhere because he had bought me breakfast and things like that. And he also paid me to do his hair still. And he had bought me a lot of clients. So I was happy. He was happy. We was both making money. I had my own place for him to come over to, my master bedroom. I was chilling. My son was away for the weekend at his grandma's house. We went out together. Again, I paid for the tickets. He drove. It was a lot of us working together on a lot of different aspects of life. It's just when it came to the intimacy, I didn't fully know myself, so I wasn't able to get there with him. I'm like, you missing me on this part right here. But I didn't realize I was missing it because I wasn't all the way there yet. Like where I got to now, had I been there back then, I would have understood what the assignment was. I didn't fully understand my body, so I was like, when we sitting there trying to get jiggy with I'm like, okay, it's going deep, but what does that mean? I'm not feeling like you trying to. I didn't realize there was a uterine orgasm, a cervical orgasm, a vaginal orgasm, and a clitoral orgasm. I didn't know there were 4 different types of orgasms in one organ on the body. So I wasn't able to understand what he was trying to give me back then. However, when I got out of that relationship and moved on to the next relationship, I was being introduced to these aspects. And then even last night, he said, you know how long it took for me to get my energy like this to be able to do this kind of stuff? I don't fucking know, nigga. You said you've been driving since you was 2. So obviously, if you 25, it took you 23 years to understand how to throw your dick in a circle like that. I don't fucking know. Like, why? See, you trying to use the sex to make me forget about the masculine part. And that's where the balance comes in for women. And that's why I went through this. I finally realized now. It's all coming full circle now. As women, we usually have the decision between that. Either really good sex or a really good support system. One or the other. That's what the 80-20 principle is about. That's why men who have mastered the art of sex usually have multiple partners, and sometimes they're not always physical. See, the last partner, he's able to channel in other females' energy, and they're just willing to like, hey, if you want to, it's there for you. Like, hey. I be putting in that, like, I'm spiritually attuned to him so much that while we sitting there getting intimate, I can hear one of the girls talking something, yeah, I be putting in that work. And I'm looking at her like, okay, I mean, that's nice. I didn't ask you that. I really don't care. I'm still learning my body. I'm still young. I mean, I'm 32, but I'm still young. That's why I still look young, because I still haven't learned how to really turn myself out. So I still got a lot of maturing to do. That's why I still look young for my age. You understand? And I love that for me. I still look young for my age because I still have a lot of maturing to do. I don't know how to fully do everything when it comes to, like, I'm still learning how all of that stuff down there work. So when I'm sitting, like, I don't know what he was doing yesterday. I'm sitting there driving to the tree man, and it feels like somebody having an orgasm but getting stabbed in the uterus at the same time. So I'm like, am I in pain or am I in pleasure? I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but I needed to stop because it's making me angry. What the fuck is this? Stop it. I'm 32 with a 13-year-old. I look like I'm still in my 20s. Shoot, sometimes I look like I'm still 19. Let me put my makeup on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still very much a very youthful looking individual, and this is no filter. So I'm looking at this situation now like, you either get really good support system from your man or you get really bomb sex. And here's the issue with the last guy. I'm the 32-year-old who's having him come over, right? He's offering this new vibe or this extra gasoline, right? Like, oh, well, le gusta la gasolina, right? So all the people that live around me are in relationships and marriages. They shit old and consistent. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 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 They got their consistent tempo, which is a good thing. I love that for them. However, when he comes around with his little extra, my salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance and take off their underpants. He throwing that energy up in everybody's house. You want to get it? Hey, I got something new for you. I got that new. It's like having cocaine. It's like being a spiritual drug dealer. So even when it comes to me, I was like, yeah, I was talking. I started telepathically talking to my friend. I was like, hey, how you doing, girl? Like I could hear. She's like, I mean, it's up to you if you want a friend. Like you cool. Like it's up to you. I'm like, yeah, Marcel been asking about your son. I'm sitting here brushing my teeth, about to go in the room with him. So he, I guess, was overhearing what I was talking to the girl about. He, come here. I ain't got no video game system, so come on, I'm gonna play you. Next thing you know, boom, 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 boom. Like next thing you know, come on, let me get some of that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I start hearing the girl's energy come towards me, and I'm like, oh shoot. I said, hey, I'm with company right now. You ain't gotta be here. She was with the shit. She like, shit, no, fuck that. I'm here for the vibe. Woo! I'm here for it. Woo, 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 woo. I hear her even afterwards. She's like, damn, girl, what the fuck? Oh, shit. I'm like, oh, see, I ain't call y'all all over here for that. See, I talked to one person, and even I heard him say, oh, yeah, you got a friend named so-and-so. Oh, how you know her? And I said, oh, yeah, that's my friend from high school. Oh, we should go to her house right now and go fuck her. I was like, what? Boy, she ain't trying to do that. And then I felt the energy come through, and she was game. So I'm saying, I happen to find the person now who has the vibe that people are like, ooh, that's fresh, that's new, that's young. Because I live around people who are like in their 30s, 40s. I actually don't think nobody on this floor is on their 30s. I think everybody here is like in their like late 30s, early 40s, 50s. Most of them. Seen one dude with gray hair. He might be in his 60s. The only person that's young in this building is upstairs. It's a dom. And she might even be older because she might just age well. So the issue is after he does all this serving up the work to the people, they don't want to let go. But then he leaves them with me, and I gotta sit here and be the spiritual love doctor, vibe giver, 3,000. And I don't fucking, as we seen before when I went to go with him to go to the treatment. I don't like how that feels. That front of the uterus orgasm. I hate that because it feels like something is stabbing the front of my uterus. It feels like somebody put a corset and sewed through the front of my uterus, and it's like just sending energy through it so fast that it seems like it feels good, and it sends a vibration to the clitoris. But I don't like it. It's a woman. What's a woman? It's damn sure not his money. That's what I'm saying. This is my friend. You see now it's sunny outside, right? Y'all see the sun coming out? You see what I'm saying? We went from snow this morning to now we about to have sun. Okay? I'm just saying it's all energy. So even that big idea, right? The fact that, hold on. So who we interact with and how much energy we exchange can also alter our environment and our weather. So when they talk about something, it's wintertime and everybody going back to work. Why do you think it's cold outside during wintertime? Because everybody at work getting drained. Which is why, again, back to my original conversations that I always talk about, working a job is bullshit. Paying bills is bullshit. Everybody needs to go become free nationals right now. Sign up, become free nationals so you don't have to pay no car insurance, no registration, no bills, no nothing. If I was lying, how do we go from a blizzard to sunlight all of a sudden? If I'm just making this shit up and I'm just a miserable witchy girl with cards and I don't know nothing about magic, how the fuck did we just go from fucking, it's snow on the ground right now, but it sounds like it's raining, but it's sunny as shit outside? What the fuck are we talking about right now? But people want to beef with me and riot and war with me. And I'm sitting here like, it ain't my fault. Look, I don't want to deal with all that woody woo, the going through the walls. I don't do that. I don't like that. Nah, that person like that, but that's only if y'all asking for it. Now, if somebody touch my button and I got because okay, You can be in love so deep that you can barely get out. I barely got up out of that. I maneuvered my way up out of that and got over on the sunny side of things, right? If you still got autonomy of your body and you got a man to assist you and you fall into the encapsulation of the woo woo 3000, that means you was down for the count. That does not mean by any chances that someone ran up in your house and was tormenting you and torturing you. No, no, no. You got a man and you got other people around you. You got support system. You didn't have to let it touch you. You could have said, you know what? Because see, for me, right? Less of my, I've never heard my neighbors through the walls or the ceilings fucking. Ever. Never thought like, ooh, what they up there doing? Let me see. I want to listen. Ooh, that sounds good. I want some. I've never been that person. People be listening to me through the walls every time, all the time, jumping in. Let me, I help, I'll help, I'll help. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like my consciousness jumps over into the apartment building next door. Next thing you know, I'm doing a whole entire trick while giving the bop that I ain't never did before. I know this ain't me. What the fuck? I ain't never did this before. Where is this coming from? We channeling other women up in the bedroom. What the fuck? I've never done that before. That's an amazing move though. Shout out to you. You a real ass bitch. That beautiful. High five to you. But whoa, I've never done that before. But I didn't come over there. I wasn't like looking for it. It just kind of happened. It's like, and I guess people are craving again that energy. So that's how people like my most recent partner become who they are. Do you know who you fucking with? I'm valuable. Fuck is you talking about? I'm really him. He don't have physical money, but he got spiritual money. He has access to a lot of vaginas, whereas my baby father has access but to a lot of penises. So it depends on what energy you're trying to get when it comes to what kind of vibes you want me to deal out these days. Because they leaving me with the opportunity to be like, okay, I'm gonna lock you in with this, whatever you need, I'm gonna lock you in with that. You can choose which. I got 4 different providers. You got this provider, they're spiritual, they cook like this, they vegan, this is what they offer. You can go with him. I got another guy, he meditate a lot, he really into like doing yoga, you could go with him. I got another guy over here, he make money, he your barber, he really responsible, you go over there to him. I got another guy who is in jail, but you know, hey, they don't play that shit. You need protection, you need some dogs. They gonna lay some shit out. It's gonna get heavy around there. It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get snow. It's gonna be cold. Cause they gonna suck that motherfucker dry. And I got this other one here who brings the sunlight out. So I got you 5 providers, what you need. I've now become like a queen pin to some degree of energy that you, what do y'all want? What do y'all want the mood to be today? Y'all tell me what tone is set. And we go ahead and we go down that lane for the rest of the day. Based on what y'all need. Because I'm not about to sit here and be fighting y'all. Because clearly when I'm doing the Glow 3000, y'all jumping in, ooh, let me try. Like, okay, all right. I ain't come over there. I'm over here doing it. But I don't want to. See, this is the thing. Exactly. I was just about to say that. Women can collect a buzz. I don't want to do it, though. They're trying to put me in a position of something. They're like, you don't realize this is who you was in your past life. I don't give a fuck who I was in my last life or my past. I don't want to be that right now. Star energy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Because I don't have a vision of being a porn star. Because I think about my kid. Because my energy is connected to my son's energy. So if I'm spending it like that, it's coming out of his bank account 9 times out of 10. Because I always be like, oh my God, is he okay? You know, like, oh my God, is he okay? Is he okay? Oh my God. So for me, to be in this position to be able to help dictate what the weather's going to be for the day based on who I decide to let hump me all day. Y'all want the sun? Okay, well, the sun was with oh, I got 6 providers. He went a little bit higher and a little bit faster. He just at work right now. So that's why I'm like, I was told to do this. I didn't want to do this. You got an offer coming your way. It's going to bring you some justice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's why last dude was like, we need to be team. I'm not tripping, huh? About what? Stop helping people. Start helping yourself. I mean, I'm helping myself because I like the sun being out, honestly. So, but at the same time, I don't want to be a third party to nobody's relationship. It takes a village, lol. You smart too. Yap is very smart. You not tripping about, but tripping about what? Oh look, wow! I just talked about him on my live, and here he is texting me, question mark, question mark. Can I come over? You see how we're all telepathically connected. So, do you only have a fence? Oh, OnlyFans. No, I don't have an OnlyFans. I don't even like to operate like that. I don't do that. No, I don't. No, no. And that's what I'm saying. I don't really want to help nobody. That's the thing. I keep trying to put boundaries up, but it's like in certain people's energy, I feel so weakened that I can't even protect my own self because there's so many other energies. Like it's, I need to find the one that's like gonna keep me in the bubble safe. But they had that motherfucking pyramid spinning like a goddamn. They had that pyramid spinning last night though. I'm gonna tell you that it looked beautiful. Death card. It's coming. It's an ending coming to something or transformation. One or the other. The offer is gonna bring you a death or a transformation. Hobbit, or I said Hobbit. Hermit energy. You gotta get away from things that disgust you. See, now I'm in my son's energy, and he feels sad. It's like maybe it's my cootie cat. My cootie cat is surrounded right. It just seems so sad. What does that even mean? Oh no, I don't have no OnlyFans. I don't like that. But see, like my son's energy, he looks so sleepy, so tired. Cause see, when I be doing what I be doing, people be trying to ride my son's vibe. Like, cause my son, he very protective of his energy. So, like, even me being exposed to all these different people exposes him to it. And that's why I'm thinking it's called intelligence, young lady, and you are that. Yeah, it's just I just know that I don't necessarily want like just cause the sun is up, it's like, yeah, that means that we're on a frequency where most people's attention are, cause the sun comes to collective energy. Wherever the sun is at is where most people's brains are at, most people's minds are at. Right? And there's a pull right now between two different energies and two different sides about where to go. The issue is this guy, I guess, has moved on to someone else, even though he slept with me last night. It's still a main girl that he's dealing with. I guess because when I moved here, he started talking to her, and she called him after he had came here for the first time and slept with me. So it's like she's trying to collect all of my information and all my energy so that she could be on top of me so that he could finally move on and be powerful over me. But I'm looking like, why do men do that? It's like I want to keep you at this level right here while she's over here over top of my head and blocking. You're not about to have her coochie blocking me from the sunlight, sir. Take that ship and flip it upside down right quick. Hold on, boop. And get that out of my way. I got stuff to go do that's above and beyond this situation. And this is the thing. Okay, y'all said don't help nobody else and help yourself. I attempted to help myself about this relationship, right? Because I was like, you know what? I speak better and I'm able to pronounce myself better when I'm not underneath this umbrella of a uterus, right? So This is where a lot of energies that I associate with have landed, because he is a master manipulator. So he'll pull all these energies into one woman. He did it with me at one point. It was like, okay, I need you to hold all my stuff at your house. And as you can see, the little fork is on my face. So he's plugged in with me, but he's putting it up somewhere else. And that thing is overshadowing me and my light and what I want to get done. So I heard in my head last night, I heard her say, "Yeah, you better get that. But you need to go ahead and get the work back up or something." I was like, "Wait, what? Bitch, hold on. I don't even be outside. Like, I don't even like being outside. Like, I don't even like being outside. Like, ew. Like, ew." I was trying to hide and he was trying to push me outside. I'm like, "Oh no, I don't even want to be out there. Like, bro, why you got me out here like this? Like, full front, everybody looking at my face. Why you got me out here like this?" I'm trying to sit here and sit back and cover up my goodies. I'm like, "Oh no, no, no." I'm like zipping it up, my stuff. He's like, "Why do you need so much of my energy for?" I'm like, "Need your energy? You called me. You brought me here. The sun was shining bright as shit the other day. Like yesterday, like I said, when we was live, y'all saw how bright the sun was out. It was out, and as soon as I mentioned him, it's looked like this ever since. And it's because it's like, if I could imagine it, imagine a tree, right? And there's different levels to the tree. But I'm seeing it look like a dick that's going like this, trying to go over top of my head and keep me in like a bubble. And it's like, dude, I don't even want, move that thing out the way. Why you keep trying to wrap that shit around my head? I want to get out of the bubble. I don't want to be in the bubble. Stop putting the bubble around me. But it's like every single time a car drives in, it feels like it's penetrating me. So I'm just concerned because I'm like, but then I'm feeling like this one area on my hoo-ha that feels like it's being penetrated, right? Just one area. And then I close it up, right? I go in with a surgeon's knot. And then all of a sudden I feel like I got my posture back. And I feel at peace. I was asleep when it's all like took heavy, like when it really took place. He just kept saying, "Why don't you just go to sleep already? Why don't you just go to sleep already?" So basically, what he does, he does all this, and then he'll start to listen to different podcasts and different videos on the internet, and then he'll use people to assist him to go up and go viral. He's like, "All my best moments always happen when I'm not around you." I said, "Because you get around me, talk about every single person that I'm friends with and associated with, hook into their energy, and then go take it and then go feed it to your operation while you basically penetrating the shit out of my pussy, using my pussy and my family's energy, their choo-choo train, as your line of commerce for you to make your content go up." So of course, and then also I be thinking like, "Oh shoot, I feel like I got some momentum, so I'm working hard, like, doing my thing, my different ideas, and it's sending the ticker up on your shit." And you always trying to train a bitch to meet me and drive and do stuff like me. "Oh, she driving like Cece. Oh, she driving like Cece today." You want all your little girls and even the girl that you move on to be like me, but you don't want to be with me. And that's the shit that throw me off. See, the one time I was actually pregnant by the dude, he brought me around some other content creator. And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to do it. My stomach's starting to hurt real bad. I had missed my cycle for over a week. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be over there. If y'all want to go make content at the museum, I did used to work down there, but I don't feel comfortable. I'm gonna just go on back and you know, I'm gonna just go on back in the house. I ended up walking home, and it's funny because his car ended up breaking down. He said his car broke down and ran out of gas in that same area, and his parents was driving past him. I don't believe him. I think he's lying because I just gave him $10 for gas. But out of the few things a man is acutely aware of how much or how little a person loves themselves. The thing is, I love myself a lot, but I allow myself to be around the situation too long to the point where it's like I'm making excuses for somebody just being a complete asshole at this point. Like, this person's a complete asshole, and I'm just making excuses for them. Like, yeah, we could use your mommy trauma as a means of like, okay, but nah. At this point, I'm making excuses. So it's gonna take a lot of hard work to get away from this thing or these things that bring you disgust and hermit energy. Excuse me. But a Queen of Cups is going to help offer you a gift from your ancestors. Okay? You might be a Queen of Wands. You might be working alongside a King of Swords. My dad wasn't left-handed. My uncle was, though. That's why I made myself to be a lover, not a fighter. Locked in, mama. You're all the way straight. Ten of Cups, you have divine feminine energy that's going to be able to feed everybody. So essentially, like I said, the sunlight is coming out. I hear what you're saying, but it's like, dude is watching. Let me see. He watching. He watching what I'm doing. I don't know where he watching me from. I think he watching me from my neighbor's house, honestly. Yeah, my neighbors are watching me for him. See, now I'm getting straight. Because I'm like, yeah. He even, right before he left last night, he said, you don't know where you at now. Ha ha. And left. A King of Wands might be in your energy, a fire sign masculine. He said, you don't know where you at now. Ha ha. He tried to, look, rob me blind, take my bread off somewhere, and then go run to the next bitch for the day. Child, please. We have a messenger, Papa Legba. The message is you have a dialectic or a King of Swords or a Knight of Swords rather than being your energy, helping be a protector to you. You should be a movie star. What I'm realizing now, like, he might be watching me. People might be watching me, right? But it's like, it's proof of my gifts. A lot of people don't think that I'm gifted. I'd rather show you that I'm gifted and protected myself, even though I'm by myself. I ain't got no team. Occasionally you might call my sister to help me a little bit, but like, I ain't got no team. I ain't got no set. I ain't got no squad. I remember one time, dude was so up my ass. He had his friends home, so yeah, she's still in the neighborhood. She's still in the neighborhood. They was watching my sister, seeing what my sister was doing. Yeah. Yeah. She's still in the neighborhood. Yeah. Spiritual evolution happening at this time. Like, if you gonna have people in your circle, don't let it be me. Don't be doing that to me. Somebody got imposter syndrome. Don't be treating me like that. I don't deserve that. Like, we gonna be cool. We gonna work together. We not. But when you keep on doing this shit right here, when you keep on trying to get me to and then make a deposit into the shared account. Why I gotta make a deposit into the shared account? You don't be making deposits into the shared account. You be locking me out the shared account. And it got this big coochie heifer sitting on top of me. Are you crazy? You crazy? And now you want me in barely sunny days. Are you crazy? Chariot. This is a ride to a new destination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's going to be a tower first, though. Something's going to happen. Something big finna pop off. I don't know what. But a Queen of Swords. I mean, a Queen of Wands, a fire sign female, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And the Queen of Pentacles. Something finna pop up between the two of them. And it's gonna be some kind of backstab material that somebody gonna give somebody for a clout. I keep on thinking that, like, I ain't never met the other girl, but I feel like, you know, and he was like, yeah, sometimes you find girls and you end up with a bump on your head. Cause I'm like, you sure you don't talk to the other girl? He's like, I don't talk to her, bro. I don't talk to her. Like, I'm like, you're fucking lying. Like, let me see your phone. He go through my phone and be texting dudes that I talk to. And I ain't even did that with these men recently. And he'll text them and talk to them. But if I ask to see his phone, he'd be like, what you want to see my phone for? It's like, you want to go through my phone, know my password, be in my Cash App, have people sending me money, have all my shit just open for transactions on your behalf. But then when I want to know what the fuck going on, that's none of your business. What do you mean? Is she pregnant or not? Then you paying other people who I know to bully me out of my own bread? Look, one of these little people done pulled up. Let me get some of that. Like, you trying to pay these people that I know that I brought you this person. I was watching the girl doing a reading. He seen she had motion. Soon as her energy and my energy, he trying to pull off my clothes and fuck me. Like, you want to fuck me while I'm locked in with the girls with motion. It's like, I could be wrong. He might not talk to the other girl, right? But he'll bring her energy into me so he could fuck her through me if he not actually fucking her. And it's like, hands free. You deserve it and it's worth it. Like, that's where he at right now. He over there right now. I can see. I hate this gift sometimes. Cause like when you got the gift of just knowing where this motherfucker at, and you just looking like, so you spending all your money over there. I just rather all y'all be here at the same time. Cause I'm a king. But you don't pay no physical bills. I'm giving you enough energy to go pay your bills. Take this energy and go turn it into something. But I'm entitled, child. So I'm just saying to y'all, as a woman who's been through all different types of relationships, this is now a spiritual relationship, which is alchemized through different stages of relationship. It's like, be careful, y'all. Through your spiritual journey, I'm just here to tell y'all to be careful. These niggas trying to hop in each other's bodies. Lord, today. Take over each other's cities. I appreciate that. I'm just looking like, they said, go to your ancestors, please, because this is a job for the ancestors. And my son's energy upstairs, child, it's helicopters. Like, child, I'm just like, ooh, you're the best person to get this job done, though, Miss High Priestess. Because the craziest shit was, I went to sleep. Why did this nigga have me picked up and he had his dick wrapped all through like my body, like I had holes in my body, and he brought me to the beauty supply store, and we was both butt naked, and we was trying to get something, some kind of jewelry off the counter. But somebody walked in, and I think one of us got embarrassed or something, and I woke up. Like, did you just try to offer my naked body to the people at the beauty supply store? Because he know a lot of people in the shopping center next to my house. So it's like everywhere I go, he just is like puppeteering, like, nee, 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 nee. I got eyes everywhere. You can't get out of my little society I built for you. I built you a town for you to be comfortable, and you're not even grateful. You're so entitled. I'm like, no, I would like it to be sunny today. I do not want to have snow. I would like a sunny day like everybody else. Like, what do you mean? Oh no, the sun's only supposed to come out when I come around. Excuse me? But you got this damn ugly ass marking on my forehead though? Like shit, he got more of the things in there than it was before. Hold on, you added more shit. Let me finish the reading, y'all. So that's why I'm like, look, women are not able to love freely in situations like this. Men be wanting us to be like, oh, if I love him more and get more open, he's going to love me better. Absolutely not. I do not believe that notion at all. I believe the more open I get, the more lackadaisical you come with the effort to actually improve yourself. I believe, like, then why you keep letting him fuck you? Like he told me, it's convenient. At least I ain't got to catch another body. But you're going to catch another soul tie fucking around. And that's when I'm starting to be like, yeah, you right, though. I'm starting to realize that the more and more we do this, it just get a little more heavier and heavier and heavier. And I'm kind of over the heaviness of that. I'm like, you sure it's him or you sure it's not the baby daddy that's heavy? I mean,